Like, okay, one of my fondest memories, there's so many fond memories, but one of my fondest
We have
memories,
so many.
there's a trillion.
Yeah.
I remember when you came up to me and we're at like the bourbon room and it was Halloween. and
Yes.
you just whispered in the ear. You go,
Yeah.
we're going to London.
Oh my
And
God.
like, I will remember for the rest of my life.
And you were like, I don't know what that means.
No, I knew exactly what it meant. It
Yeah.
meant you were going to fucking be in Wicked.
Yeah.
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
Oh my God.
And in that moment, like,
Ooh, that was the best night of my life. That was the best day of my life.
well, because I don't think people know that it was, it had to have been close to a year of like not knowing, right?
Well, it was like the whole audition process and prepping for the auditions was like 6 months.
Yes.
Like voice lessons every day, acting lessons every day, Nancy Banks, Eric Vitro, the best people in the world, every single day. And while simultaneously shooting The Voice, which was so much fun. And I remember one day before my callback or I don't remember, it was my first audition or my callback or my whatever. There were many rounds. They were so fun. And the waiting period in between, I can't even begin to describe. But I remember one day I came in and I was like, hey, like, I have to sing a lot of opera tomorrow. Is there any world in which we could make it a little less cold in here in the whole studio? I felt so badly because I'm sitting in that red chair and there's 400 other people around me. And I said, just like, maybe we could make it a little bit less cold just because it was like
You gotta warm your
freezing.
voice. Yeah.
It was freezing in there. It was always freezing in the voice. But I never said anything, of course, because it's fun and it's work and who cares? But I had to sing the next day so much opera. And I said, listen, is there any possible world we could just like make it a little bit less Arctic? And they made it so hot.
The opposite.
Everyone was sweating and like Blake was like, why is it so hot in here? I can't breathe. And Kelly was like, yeah, it is so warm in here. And John was like on his phone. And literally like I was like, guys, I'm so sorry. It's completely my fault. It's completely my fault. Here's what's happening. I have to sing a lot of opera tomorrow. And they were like, oh, what's happening? And I explained it to them and they were so supportive. But yeah, it was just such a funny story.
But this thing took over your life.
Yeah, it really did. In the best ways, yeah.
In that moment, like the conversation was always you become Glinda for a very long period of time. And the idea of music was not really in the cards until after the movies.
I think I needed it to be that way so that I could give my everything of myself to her and to the movies. I think if I had anything else in my head, it wouldn't have been the same. You know what I mean?
100%. Was there a moment throughout the process where you thought you weren't going to get the role?
I had no expectations. I was just thankful to go in at all.
You really were.
I was just so excited to have the opportunity to audition. I have been hunting Mark Platt down for an audition since I was 20. You know what I mean? I've been like, hey, I don't know when this is happening, but when it's happening, may I please at least just audition? And that's all I wanted was an audition. And oh my gosh, yeah, I've never wanted anything more. That was just the best night, that night. We were celebrating.
What do you remember about your first day in Oz?
Rehearsals or on set?
On set, like full on, you
Hair,
walk
makeup,
in and
wardrobe.
you're in a
things.
different universe.
I remember John's speech in the morning and just sobbing, holding his hand and Cynthia's hand, sobbing as he welcomed the crew who became some of the closest people to us for however long. In this tiny little dorm room that we were in. It was actually massive, but in our dorm room, and we held hands and he gave the speech, and I just remember him saying, welcome to Wicked, and just like sobbing, and that was the first day.
The last day? Has shooting ended yet?
Yes, so I wrapped for the picture, for the movie. Glinda's wrapped for the movie, but I still have to go back to do our like marketing shoot and some other couple little surprises that we're working on. But, so I leave in 2 days. But yeah, the last day I had a headache from crying so hard. I couldn't even get my makeup on. I couldn't get anything on. Yeah, so special.
Do you still feel like a part of her is within you? Yeah.
Yes, I think we'll be intertwined forever. Like she'll always be a part of me. Of course, she'll always be here. But also the reacclimating, I think, will take a while too, you know?
Totally.
But it's fun. It's really also fun to have something as grounding as this project with music to help separate and look forward to jumping into something else professionally. I think I'm glad I'm busy. I'm glad I'm busy and have things to look forward to keep me going until we jump back into Wicked promo and Wicked stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's nice. A full year.